Alright guys, welcome to the daily drive again. Alright, so we're up in Finchley. I think I've done this part before, but it seemed a bit busy on the streets outside. So we should take a little wander out there and then see what we encounter. So giveaway line's coming up and here we go. You know what to do. Checking both sides. See that a car's coming. There's a car just behind it. And then easy peasy, that's it. Making sure I'm coming onto this side of the road, looking down the road as well. So you know, when you come into a road, try and look down it as well as much as you can. That's also really handy. Makes a big difference actually. Oh, that car's reversing back. Let's see if there's anyone behind me. I could help him out, but no need to reverse back. Keep thinking the camera's like dropping down today. It's a bit weird. Anyways. Good. Alright, so now we're moving off. So coming to the end of the road, can't fully see, so I'm being cautious. Potential opportunity to wait there, potential chance to let someone come in here if they need to, and then we're going left. Nice and busy today. Let's see if someone lets us in. Wow, it's busy. Make eye contact with the drivers, really helps. Okay, there you go. There you see them raise their hands, nod their heads, you know, flash their lights. Obviously, if you don't look at the drivers, you'll never see them sort of go like that to you, or any gestures like that. You know, we don't do it as learners, because you're not meant to do anything unofficial. Can't flash your lights and things like that. But if the highway code says if someone does this sort of stuff to you, then you can acknowledge it and go ahead and utilize that to your benefit, as long as you establish it's for you. So that's really important. But I always make eye contact. You got to look at the drivers. You know, you'll understand a lot of what they want you to do as well, whether they're interested in letting you go or not. You know, you get a feel from their body language as well. When someone doesn't really want to let you in, they won't really look at you. So you know, you got an idea like that. Okay, we don't want to block these sort of roads, so I'm going to kind of stay here and we're going to wait around this position here. I was in my lesson just before and there was some couple of drivers who were blocking side roads. I know I covered that last time, and they were blocking side roads and causing a lot of problems. We got stuck for a couple of minutes and etc. So you know, just always remember that. Now we've got the crossing ahead. I'm going to plan so that I'm not going to stop on the crossing like the driver in front. So you know, he's almost off it, so it's not too bad, but ideally you don't want to be on the crossing. Still green. Now they are doing, I think they're going to park somewhere, or they're going to, there you go. So I'm going to move off now. Nice car actually. All right, loads of hazards. Look, car's pulling out, car wants to come in, that car's not helping anyone. So I'm just going to let this white car go, and then I think they're either parking or they're going out. Let's see. Now this red car, if he wants to park in this spot, then what he's going to have to do is go past me, so there's no point me waiting, so I'm going to go further ahead. And I think that black car just took his spot anyway. So another side road, going to carry and go. Loads of pedestrians, okay, loads of hazards here. This is literally like your hazard perception test. So have a look, constantly scanning, give nice gaps from the car in front, so you're not going to get surprised, because then there's too much to focus on. You know, you'll be focused too much on the car in front, you won't see anything else. Every now and then, if you're nice and chilled and relaxed with your drive, you can even have a look around, scan around, and then you'll see things from the sides. Keep clear sign ahead, car wants to come out there. Green light though, they're moving through. I'm going to let one through and then I'm going to carry on going. That's it. Simple. Not bad, is it? Quite easy. Right, green light, they're moving slowly. Red car's pulling out, still green. and they've cleared the junction, I'm gonna go. So much to think about. It just comes naturally though. Look, hazards. Always, all those cars, they want to try and come in and out, and then it all depends on how busy our lane is and how good they are in waiting. Look at that biker. Okay, constantly scanning. There's so much to look at. Maybe it's good I took a video today, but one of my viewers, she knows who she is. She was like, even if it's quiet, just take the video. It really helped. So yeah, just a big shout out to her. So but yeah, I just hope it helps. Look, loads of hazards. Another biker, making sure there's no cyclists here so I can move over a little bit. And then also try not to block these pedestrian sections here. Any pedestrian section, don't block it. So we wait here. If anyone wants to cross, they're free to do so now. They don't have to go around my car, etc. Because those islands are little safe havens for pedestrians to wait. So, you know, you don't want them to go around you and have to go around and do that. So I like to keep that clear. Then you want to keep the road, the side roads clear. Look at that car coming. There's no harm in me letting him through now because it's low traffic. And they went on the total wrong side of the road, but that's because they were avoiding the pedestrians. And now a nice open road. Again, you don't want to steal speed. Look, it's quite busy. Loads of pedestrians, high footfall. That guy's turning right, so I'm going to try and change lanes and go into the left lane, which you normally should anyway. And then both the arrows say straight. I don't know if you noticed that. Good. So the advantage of the left lane for going straight, because the left lane can go left as well, right? And that lane over there, I don't know if you can see the arrow on the ground, there you go, it says it can go straight and right. But the downside for staying on the right hand side is when cars are in the middle and they want to stop and turn right, you're going to get stuck behind them and then you're waiting. Whereas on the left side, the left cars, if they want to go left, they don't wait for anyone, they just turn and you can just go straight through. So the left side is more free flowing. Now we've got the green arrows telling us we can go. Okay, this car did say they were turning right, but they lied, so I'm going to move over. Do you remember they had the signal on? So that's why you always got to be aware. They change their minds. No harm in that. We all do it. Now that car wants to turn in. I've got space ahead to carry on, so I'm not going to stop the flow because there'll be a car behind me, like there, and I don't want to restrict their flow. So we have priority, they have to wait, they've got the giveaway, and now I'm going to be turning right, looking at the arrows, and then slowly positioning in. Now this arrow is very deceiving. Look, it's telling me to turn from here, and there's a no entry sign there, and there's double lines on the ground if you can see it, and then this is where the section is where we turn in. Okay, that's it. Very good. So be mindful, the arrows might be there to guide you where to kind of position or turn, and then you have to make that final decision. Make sure that you know if it's safe or not to turn. I'm going to try and bear with this sunlight just so you got a better view. It's so blinding. Now hazard ahead, and then they're off. Zebra crossing, I'm scanning already, making sure no one's near it, no one's approaching, etc. And then we just continue ahead. Maintain my distance from the car in front. They're turning, I'm going to slow down early. Alongside, whenever someone signals, the next stage is they're going to be braking. So if someone signals, don't go up to them fast. They will slow down, they will brake, and so you guys need to hold back and assume that they're going to slow down. Because most people, when they take a turn, they're not going to take the turn fast. Okay, most people are sensible. They'll take the turn, brake a little bit, slow down, turn in, done. But they will signal first, and then the braking will come later. So keep an eye on the lights. Always remember, eyes on lights, eyes on lights. I always do it. That's literally where my eyes are going. I'm looking at the bus now. No one's getting on and off. It's signaling now. Look, you see that? So I'm checking behind, making sure it's safe, letting the bus go, and then off we go. That wasn't a gesture, by the way. I was just talking, and then so my hands gone up. But that's how you can establish it, the lights, and then you'll know whether to go or not. With the bus stops, always look at the number of people getting on and off. If there's only one person getting on, you know the bus is not going to wait for too long. If you see loads of people at the bus stop, then you know the bus driver is going to be there for a while. That's it. There we go, job done. Now we got that hazard ahead, so I can't go through the zebra crossing yet. I'm going to check in my mirror, and now I can. There we go. Already seen the bus braking, so there might be a hazard, or it might be a narrowing part of the road. There's a hazard, look, biker as well. This is literally like hazard perception, my god. Alright, now we've got crossroad coming up. We've got the bus pulling up. There's no one coming off, but he's just stopped, so I'm going to take my time, go past him, and then I'm going to come back to the left lane, looking in my left mirror, seeing if it's safe. Nice and smooth, easy. Okay, we're going straight ahead at the traffic lights. Biker ahead, keep my distance. I need to make sure I see their tires and a little bit of the road sometimes as well, if possible. Okay, that's like half a car gap, so if you keep that in mind, it's a lot safer. All right, crossroad rules. Do we need to wait for them? No, so they have to wait for us. Okay, so when you go straight or when you go left, you do not wait, but if you're turning right, that's when you wait. Okay, and roundabout rules are different. Okay, so just remember that straight and left have priority, like on the main road, and if I'm turning right, I need to wait for any oncoming cars. It applies to the crossroads at the traffic lights as well. Wow, so bright. All right, so still got that biker there, got the bend ahead. I'm going to position back in my lane. Okay, on bends, never be on the right hand side. Okay, it's the worst place to be, so you want to be as far and wide as possible. And if it's a sort of a left bend, you still try and stay left. You'll see less, because you know, if you go wide you'll see more, but obviously if you go wide and a car comes, you're in their path, so you don't want to go wide. You want to be like here, for example. I don't want to go wide over there. It's a bit different. We've got an island here, but you stay as left as possible on the left bends and the right bends. Okay, the view sometimes is difficult, so then you just slow down, don't whip around the corner. All right, so now let's have a look here. I can't remember if I've done this junction before. We're going to be going towards Hendon Central. We're going to go left. Have a look at this traffic light. There's no light on this side. Does this light apply to us? Look at the markings on the ground. Is there a stop sign, a stop line? No, there's a give way marking, give way triangle. So this light is for them. They've got the stop line on the ground. I'm going to go up to the give way line. Doesn't matter about the traffic light. I just see if it's safe or not, and then I give way accordingly if I need to. Very, very important. You'll see experienced drivers stopping at that junction waiting for the green light, and you don't need to do that. So keep that in mind. Markings are key. Okay, markings are key. There you go. We're going in now. Pedestrians over there, that new rule, technically we're meant to wait. It's a busy sort of road, so I'm going to carry on going, and we're going to turn in. That's it. So apply that new rule. I don't know if you know the new rule which I'm talking about, with that you treat these giveways as pedestrian sections, like zebra crossings for example, and then apply that on these sort of side roads, not from the main roads or from roundabouts or crossroads or dual carriageways. Anything here, for example, it's a simple side road. Anyone waiting to cross along that section, not this section but that giveaway section, then that's when you give way to them, if it's safe to do so. Okay, it's a bit of a silly rule. Before cars had priority, now pedestrians have more priority. It's not as strict as a zebra crossing rule, so you see what the situation is like. Is it safe, is it not, and then go according to that. Look at the sign on the ground now. Okay, coming up to the end. Wow, it's so bright. Also, when it's bright, I should mention as well, zebra crossing right here. Look at the hazards, they're just like one after another. As soon as you take a turn, there's like something there. So yeah, if you need to stick your hand out and put your hand out, as long as you can control your steering wheel, do that. Sometimes the sun's like blocking your view over there, so put your hand out, no problem at all. Just control your steering. Look, I can't, that's getting in my view, so I'm going to stick my hand out there. Done, easy. You can use these blinds in two different ways as well. You got them here. Ideally push it forwards away from you, because if it's here, these are quite hard, and if you suddenly go into it, you will hurt your head. They clip off from here, in case you didn't know. Look, they come off from here and they come all the way around, and you can tuck it there, and now I'm blocked with that with the sunlight over there. If I'm waiting for a long time, I'll do that like this. I hardly ever use this method, by the way, but because as soon as you start driving, the position is going to change usually, so then I just have to go back, and I don't want to be doing back and forth. So but remember that you've got a clip there. Every one of these has that. It comes round, pop it onto the side, easy. Okay, just in case you guys didn't know, you can use that. All right, so that's there. I'll pop that back in, pop that back up, and done. Sometimes if I'm feeling lazy, I'll use this pillar to block my view if I'm sitting in traffic, though this is obviously, you don't want to be driving around like that too much. But feel free to block the sun with your eyes. Go slower if you can't see. I remember one time a student was so blinded he couldn't see the traffic light. It had gone red, and unfortunately he just started going through it. Examiner could see it, but for some reason his eyesight wasn't as good as the examiner's, or the sun was more in his eyes. And yeah, it was a real shame actually. Really good driver. It was just such a you couldn't even expected that fault, really. It was so sad. And you know, unfortunately they didn't pass their test. So have a look at the markings on the ground. They're not moving, so I know I can go. Nice. I'm just checking in my left mirror. I'm going into the left lane. I do check in my left in case someone tries to overtake me. You do get people overtaking on these sort of scenarios, or in these scenarios. Now we have a 40-mile-an-hour section, and then I'm going to be exiting shortly here. Oops, speed's popped up. There you go. Then you bring it straight back down. Okay, have a look at all the signs. One-way section, 30 miles an hour. Cancel your signal. Okay, very important. When you leave a it's like a slip road type of thing, or a roundabout, or lane changing, your signals will not cancel. Okay, so remember that. Okay, they will not cancel. And so what you need to do is make sure that is the guy overtaking. Make sure you are aware of that, and then you cancel it yourself. Okay, good. Everyone's just taking advantage of me. Okay. I suppose if I wasn't on the video, I'd have been going a bit quicker, so so then they wouldn't have done it. But anyways, now we've got the humps here, and then good. So when you leave a roundabout, generally the signals don't cancel. That's because when you leave, you're kind of gliding off. Okay, but if I take a left turn at a roundabout, or something like that, or a right turn, then it will cancel because I'm doing a lot of steering. So let me try and show you here. For example, we have a roundabout coming up, so I'm going to go left. Okay, so I'm going to signal. Okay, and then as we approach, I'm checking to make sure I'm waiting for anyone on the right. No one's signaling, so I am off. Okay, I can't even see. God. Now look, as I'm turning, watch the signal. Clicks off. Okay, but if I signaled right, there's no one behind me. So if I signal right and I moved a little, and then I move back, look, signal doesn't cancel. Okay, I have to cancel it myself. So there's a certain amount when you steer, it clicks. And let me try and show you if I can just now. Look, if I pull up here, you'll hear it click anyway. There you go. So when you signal, let's say right, listen to the click. There, do you hear that? And it will cancel when I turn back. But if I do that, signal right, and I haven't got to that click, it doesn't cancel. So if I go to the left, listen. You hear that? Now, as I come back, that click there, should have. I'm signaling right. I'm not even thinking. There we go. If I signal left, there you go. And then there, hear that click, and then it comes back. Do it again. There. Okay, but if I do that and I glide into a lane and then I straighten up, it doesn't cancel. So you need to cancel it yourself. Okay, so keep that in mind. I'm just going to shoot out before that car. They're quite far, and then safe ahead. There we go. So yeah, just keep that in mind. It's very, very important. I wasn't even thinking about which signal I was given. There you go. These humps are huge. I hate these humps. So I hope that's helped. Loads of hazards today. Is literally like hazard perception drive today. And I hope that little section or a little bit about the signals, which is really important, just keep that in mind, just so that you guys never ever forget to cancel. Because if a signal's on and I'm approaching a junction like this and it's on the left and I've forgotten it, everyone thinks I'm going that way, so it can be really, really dangerous. So keep that in mind. And then look, so I'm turning right, and now look, the signal should cancel. Look, see, cancelled itself. Yeah. But let's say here, if I don't need to signal here, but let's say I gave a signal and I just blended in that I'm turning the wheel, and if I straighten the wheel, nothing happens. Okay, so really important. But hope that helps. That's it for today. A bit of a short one, probably was long, but hope you guys didn't get too bored and enjoyed it, and I shall see you on the next daily drive. See you later. Bye. Stop recording.